The final test class of this module is your homework. Write a test class that gets 100% code coverage for our dedupe reminder trigger. Note that your dedupe reminder trigger might have a different owner ID hard-coded within it. A few hints: this trigger runs whenever accounts are inserted. Also remember, there's no shame in copying code. So pause the video right now and write your test class. Don't resume until you have 100% code coverage. Rewatch portions of this module if you need to, but don't cheat yourself out of some knowledge gains by skipping this. Here's a test class for the dedupe reminder trigger that'll give you 100% code coverage. Note that this is just one example of many possible test classes that could get you 100% coverage. There's really no set answer. That said, this code gets you 100% very efficiently. Here's what your code should have in common with mine. You should have the same dedupe reminder test name. You should be creating a new account record in your code. You need to update the account name field, and you need to insert your account variable. What you might have done differently includes: you may have named your test method something else. You could have chosen anything to be your account variable, although hopefully it describes an account effectively. You could have named your account anything. Also, you could have updated additional fields on the account other than the name. At the end of the day though, as long as you got 100% coverage, that's all that really matters. Congratulations on writing your first test class all by yourself. I'm very proud of you. Let's recap what we learned during this module. We got an overview of what test classes are and learned that they're simply code that tests other code. To deploy code to a production org, at least 75% of the lines of code need to be run in a test class. Test classes are important not only because they're required, but also because they help reduce the number of bugs in our org. We wrote some test classes and learned that writing a test class is simply automating the actions you would have done manually to verify that your code worked. Finally, we learned that it's important to create all of our data from scratch in our test classes to keep our results predictable. We love test classes.